Archbishop Jean Baptiste Lamy arrived in Santa Fe in 1851 with the parish church of La Parroquia seen in the background. The bishop had traveled along the Santa Fe Trail from Baltimore, where he had been stationed. Lamy was appointed to his new position by Pope Pius IX in 1850 to start an archdiocese in Santa Fe. When he arrived, his first image was that of the dirt roads and mud houses of the Spanish and Mexican residents of the capital city. He was surprised that Spanish women smoked cigarettes. He also witnessed open gambling parlors, and he was utterly dismayed that some of the Catholic clergy had sired children with women in the community. Archbishop Lamy was so incensed that he placed an open letter in the daily El Nuevo Mexicano and publicly fired all of the priests. Because of that stern action, the people of Santa Fe began to dislike the bishop for taking away their beloved padres. The Sisters of Loretto came to Santa Fe in 1852 at the behest of Archbishop Lamy and founded an academy for girls the following year. For the next 116 years, Loretto Academy provided a quality education for thousands of women, and not just in Santa Fe. The sisters also opened schools in Albuquerque, Denver, and El Paso. In 1969, the school closed in Santa Fe and became a part of St. Michael's High School. The LaSallian Christian Brothers opened St. Michael's College for Boys and Young Men in Santa Fe in 1859. Their mission was to continue the work of its founder, St. Jean Baptiste de la Salle, who opened his first school in 1679 in Reims, France. Today, St. Michael's High School is one of hundreds of schools in 80 different countries that continues the educational vision of its French founder. Archbishop Lamy also brought 4 Sisters of Charity to Santa Fe from Cincinnati. They traveled by boat, train, and stagecoach to get to Santa Fe. In 1865, they opened St. Vincent Hospital. In 1869, Archbishop Lamy ordered the construction of the Cathedral of St. Francis, now a basilica. It was completed in 1888. Lamy had the Romanesque-style church built similar to those of his native France, which even today is in complete contrast to the surrounding adobe structures. Loretto Chapel was built in 1878 by Archbishop Lamy to accompany the Sisters of Light of Loretto. The Gothic Revival Chapel was inspired by Sainte-Chapelle in Paris. Legend has it that the 360-degree staircase has no visible means of support. Today, it is known as the miraculous staircase that St. Joseph the Carpenter built. The chapel was closed in 1968 and deconsecrated by the Catholic Church. It is now run as a private museum. Throughout his time in Santa Fe, Archbishop Lamy ruled with a strong hand amid controversy. Since Lamy died in 1888, the construction of the cathedral was never truly completed. The church is missing the spires on both sides of the bell towers. A close-up view of the cathedral shows the iron rebar sticking out at each tower in anticipation of the spires of the church that were never added to the Romanesque style cathedral. Archbishop Lamy died in 1888. He is seen in this photo as he lies in state at the Loretto Chapel. Throughout his tenure, the people of Santa Fe never cared for his stern management of the archdiocese. But as time and history have proven, Lamy became respected for his work as he elevated the city and the region in both healthcare and education. Today, a statue of Lamy graces the front entrance to the Basilica Cathedral of St. Francis of Assisi in Santa Fe, and his body is interred below the church floor.